Now, clearly, good routing tools are critical to any package, and because so much of the time spent laying out a good board really comes down to the routing, it's important we take a hard look at the routing tools included in Altium Designer. And it's important first to mention that Altium doesn't distinguish between standard routing tools and high-speed routing tools. What I mean by that is all routing tools are included out of the box, with no restrictions on the numbers of supported layers or routing technologies available to you based on the license you own. This ensures you have all of the tools you might need, both today and into the future. Starting off with the basics, like interactive routing, Altium Designer supports push and shove, hugging of traces, auto-completion, even impedance-controlled routing, auto-removal of redundant segments, and more, all out of the box. There's also full support for length tuning of individual traces, driven from the design rules, or on the fly. I simply specify my target length, and this gauge will display the routed length, turning green when I've reached my target. There are also controls to tune the amplitude, style, and spacing of accordions on the fly. Routing multiple traces is also a snap, with the combined features including slice tracks, select touching line, and place multiple traces. Consider this collection of tracks. Reworking these traces is a breeze. I slice the tracks using slice tracks, select them using select touching line, and rework them using place multiple traces. I can even control the trace-to-trace spacing on the fly. There's also full support for routing differential pairs and the length tuning of differential signals. And differential pairs can be defined at any stage, in a constraints file, in the schematic, or even created on the fly from the PCB editor. Routing of differential signals is simple and includes support for the length tuning of pairs with all of the interactive editing options available to single traces. And using Altium Designer's combined features of interactive highlighting, layer sets, and single layer mode, the challenges of routing even complex board become so much more than just manageable. I can highlight whole nets by simply holding Control and clicking on any net object. Nets also become highlighted on the fly during routing. Layer sets can be configured and displayed using this menu. I can even add a single key shortcut to the layer set menu item, or any menu or toolbar item for that matter, by simply holding Control and clicking on the menu item. Now when I hit my shortcut key, I can cycle between layer sets, comment to routing, placement, notes, etc., all with the push of a button.